Hello, and welcome back to the Joy of Life Challenge with Bobby Graham. This is Hot Summer Nights, and I am so sorry for my absence. I started a new job, and I'm starting some other side projects, and so unfortunately, that affected how often I was able to record. But I've already started amending my schedule a bit, and getting into like the groove of things. So I think that this will be good. Um, so Bobby Graham is back from work and he earned a promotion. You can see though that he's still a little bit sad. He had to see Callie at work and it's gonna take a while for this to heal. He has been promoted to a stockman and he's now making $60 an hour. He is actually at level 4 of the baking career, which is really great. We just got to keep pushing along with that. He has to reach level 10 of the baker career for this challenge to complete. The stockman will assist in ensuring that shelves are stocked with bakery food items daily. You will assist the delivery truck with items and make sure to keep the inventory list up to date on what the bakery does or does not have. And his next promotion will be cookie maker. But for now that he's home, so you can already see he didn't get like a ton of sleep. We still have a little Easton. There he is. We still have little Easton with us just for like the next day before he has to go home to his mother. Now we have worked out custody with Easton, and Bobby does want to have some kind of custody with Cookie, his daughter, with Callie, but part of him wants to reunite with Callie. Even though Callie seems like she's completely over the idea of reuniting, he really, really messed up. He was very rude when Callie was pregnant because he didn't want to be a father, but he eventually realized once Cookie was born that he really wanted to. Like, he realized that this was something he could do and that he had messed up, but by then it was too late. So now we have to make the most of the time we have with the baby boy, Easton, and then maybe we can see if Callie wants to come over with Cookie today. I also wanted to add that Easton is actually a little bit older than his sister, Cookie, and it's okay for now that he only has a crib in his room, but one thing I am going to try to do as his money increases is update the house, make changes. I'm probably going to have to download a new house from the gallery. I'm not a builder, but we'll see how that plays out. He's not doing horribly, but I would love it if he had like maybe another $4,000 to $10,000. That's a lot of money. And yeah, we need to give little Easton a bath. Grace Lobo said, "Hi, Bobby, it's me, Grace. I'm having a casual house party tomorrow night. Nothing major, but should be fun. Will we see you there?" For now, I'm going to put that it sounds like fun, but this is something that we might have to back out of depending on what Bobby's plans are. Just look at how great he is with Easton. I think that he really wants this with Cookie as well. He's putting in the effort. And if Callie could see this, I think it would make her feel a lot better about Cookie and Bobby bonding. But I don't know that it would make her feel any better about their relationship romantically. Oh my gosh. So I'm still bathing Easton and we get this message. So this is going to sound crazy. I know we're friends and all, but well, okay. Here it goes. I have a crush on you. Phew. Okay, it's out there. So, would you like to go out with me sometime? You're super cool. I really want to hang out with you and more. And this is Easton's mother, Tara, who is married, by the way. And I think that Bobby is very much over Tara. I don't think that was going to ever really turn into anything as soon as like Callie came into the picture and he developed a crush on her. So I'm just going to say, let's just be friends. We can't really ghost her when we are sharing custody, so let's just be friends. She says, "Oh, sure, no worries. Let's just pretend this never happened, okay?" Okay. And now their romance is actually negative. That's great. Another thing I forgot to mention for Bobby is that he and Callie are actually doing better. They had to work together today, for instance, and due to their amazing compatibility, I guess that's helping. He was socializing with his coworkers, and you can see that even though their romance is still low, the friendship level is no longer negative. So there are improvements being made. So we're calling and we're like, Callie, would you like to come over with Cookie? It was nice to see you today. And yeah, she's going to be right over. Awesome. So as soon as Callie came, and you might notice that she has gotten a makeover. She's an adult now, so I made her look a little bit more mature. So she says, Bobby, I think you've learned enough to continue this journey on your own. You don't need my mentorship anymore. Oh my gosh. This is like the nail in the coffin. I know in the previous video, it was like, oh, well, at least she can still mentor him. But I think she's really, really putting in the effort to just make their relationship completely at the co-parenting level. So I think that like all we have to do is say thank you for everything, Callie. Even though in his mind, Bobby is thinking, why would you abandon me like this? He's going to say thank you for everything, Callie. Where's Cookie? Is there any way we can get Cookie over here? Callie said, thanks for understanding. I really appreciate it working together. Well, you guys don't have to talk in the bedroom. Like, that's a little bit awkward. This is where she used to sleep. So let's see if I can ask other Sims. Can I ask her about Cookie? No, I guess Cookie's too young. I can't really ask about her. And we did get Cookie over here. Let's take a look. She is probably sleepy. It's very late. I probably should not have brought her. And the reason I say that is because Bobby is also very sleepy. Callie does not want to be here. She has picked out 2 beers from the fridge and she's like, oh, she's eyeing those. Look at her. Funny. I'm just gonna let him spend like a small amount of time with the baby. Maybe she can learn to raise her head. But yeah, he needs to work something out with Callie. As far as custody goes, we're not gonna ask her to take on diaper duty. She does that all the time. I want to go to court over the custody decision. I mean, she's happy that he is doing this. I want to go to court over the custody decision, but man, I really think that's gonna really kind of just make things even worse. So let's talk about it. At 10:30 p.m. It should be too late, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Whatever. We'll send the kids to daycare. Callie obtained custody of Cookie. Callie or Bobby will pay child support depending on who has custody. So Bobby now has to pay child support for Cookie, and that is totally not surprising. Callie has been doing a just fine job raising her, and I'm sure that his behavior when she was pregnant probably didn't help. So now what we can do is set up shared custody. Asked to set up shared custody. She was like, no. She was like, I don't want to indulge your whims and agree to this at the moment. We separated on bad terms in case you don't remember. Oh my God. Oh, he cannot win with her. He's not gonna win. I mean, his behavior was pretty bad, so that is his consequence. He said lost custody hearing. Bobby doesn't mean to be a sore loser, but the court should have decided in his favor. Tough luck. I think that is it for the night for both of them. We only have like an hour before Bobby has to go to work, and we have to get Easton back to his mom. He's not really doing well. He has other things on his mind. Bobby just can't loosen up, and it's kind of killing the mood. It's quite possible that with all of this, he's going to have a stronger bond with Easton, and he's really not going to have the same amount of time with Cookie. And this is just the consequences. Like, I feel bad. I hate that. I kind of saw him and Callie being together, but that's just not how things worked out. He wants to get another promotion, and let's see what we can do to get the baby back to his mom. So it was a little bit of a disaster trying to get Easton to go home. It turns out when Diego, Lobo, and Grace, yeah, we can't come to the party anymore. Like, Grace and Diego got married, and then the Colettes have 2 cats. So it was a full household. They just filled up their household with no regards to little Easton. So since there were 8 people in the household, I could not send him back. So it said that my custody schedule was doubled. But yeah, he can't come anymore. I moved Grace and Diego out, and it still was giving me the message that, like, you know, you can't switch right now. It's too full. So make children switch households now. Yeah, maybe now we can make that work. All right. Bobby and Tara's children switched to the other parent's household. Oh man, it's so quiet in here. It's so empty. We miss him. We miss Easton. Good news is Easton's birthday is going to be on Labor Day, so he won't have to work, and we can there's no maybe to it. We can definitely throw a little party. Yeah, I think that he is just so tired of life. Like, it has hit him hard, and for a Sim who's typically so silly and goofing around maybe a little too much, this is definitely something that is adjusting that. And it needed a little bit of adjustment because, you know, he could be a little much. Oh, now he's very tense. Okay. Well, as he keeps getting money, can maybe make some arrangements. I don't know if we'll be able to do the whole custody thing again, but he needs to get his charisma up. I think we might be able to do that a little bit today. I forgot to mention that I added the talents and weakness mod, and I am going to let him have a glass of wine, but it's not what I was going to say. I added the talents and weaknesses mod, and he has 2 talents. It auto-assigned it, but I just kind of tweaked it to make it make sense. He already has the cooking special interest from his autism spectrum disorder that came with the Divergent Sims mod. And his special interest is cooking, so naturally I made cooking one of his talents, as well as, well, I was going to do baking, but that was not an option. So instead I just made it, where is it? It was comedy. Comedy, yes, comedy here. And his 2 weaknesses were things that I felt made sense or didn't matter. Parenting, slow learning parent. That was a really good auto assign, I have to say. And then the second one is acting, which is fine. It's not like he's trying to be some kind of master actor. So yeah, that is what he's dealing with. And I'm just going to let him, I really want him to work on his charisma skill so that he can maybe get a promotion. But he's just been so stressed. He kind of needs to relax in order to get anything done going forward. Oh my God, I decided to let him practice his charisma. But you know what I realized? I forgot to take Easton to the pediatrician. Like, I had it noted down and everything, and I still forgot. So I think that I'm gonna just go over to Tara's house. Tara is the more accepting mother. And maybe we'll stop by Callie's if we can, but we can go to Tara's house and see if we can join her, and we can take Easton to the pediatrician together. Okay, well, Bobby has the flu. So it turns out he will not be able to join Easton, at least for today. He won't be able to do anything. He is sick, and if Easton is not sick, he will get him sick. And we cannot have that. So he has slept the day away, and now he has the flu. Great. You know what? I should have gotten him vaccinated or something. Is there a way I can just, like, get medicine? Can I let's just see what our options are. I would like him to get better sooner rather than later so I don't have to change my plans. Let us go. We have cough medicine. Dr. Spock's magic elixir. That sounds fake. This is the health tonic. If I give him just medicine, will that work? Let me buy one of those, and then let me try a health tonic, and let's see if that does anything at all. All right, moment of truth. If you're not already holding your breath, go ahead and get started. Let's see if this will actually help him. Oh, we got sparkles. Okay, so this didn't help. I guess this is for in-game sicknesses and not the ones that come with the healthcare redux. That actually just made him worse. Over-medicated. It says he is not sick. He was sick. Let's take a... Okay, now it's not allowing me to take this. I have just made it worse. Oh, no. Okay. You know what, Bobby? Let's watch a cooking show and get some ideas. Get that fun up. I'm in an exploratory mood. I actually don't play enough with Maple Bell's enhanced relationship bits. It's something that I have had in my game for a long time, and I wanted to actually add it. I don't see the one I added for them here, but I did add. Let's see if it shows up. I tried to make them culinary companions. I don't know if maybe it's not showing up because they're not actually companions. Like, she still kind of is not on good terms with him. Let's see if there's one that fits his situation with Tara. I kind of feel like him and Tara would be flirty friends. That's what I'm going to add. And let's see if that actually worked. It did not. It didn't work. Okay. Well, never mind. You know, like I said, I'm feeling a little adventurous. I'm going to take Bobby to the acupuncturist. I don't know if that's actually going to do anything, but I've never done it before. And I hope he does not, die. So we spent $160, deeply relaxed, soothed fully into submission. A cliff face of relaxation emanates from your person. Okay. I don't think that actually fixed him. Before he goes to bed, we're just gonna have a phone call with Tara. Really, his compatibility and attraction to Tara is higher than Callie's, and it's always been like that, but that one stipulation of Tara being married, it just kind of gets in the way. And she also has 2 children who are teenagers, and he's already kind of disrupted things enough, so they're on great terms, I'd say. They're actually considered friends because he did not bother her so much during the pregnancy. They're good friends now. But I think that Tara and Bobby, their relationship is going to have a big effect on how he and Easton get along versus the way he and Cookie get along. I think hopefully Cookie has a better understanding. Hopefully things get better between him and Callie so that Cookie does not feel a type of resentment. But I think that for now, the way things are going, there will be some kind of resentment there because she doesn't get to see him as much. And as far as Callie's concerned, it's for a good reason. He was not a very good partner. All right, let's get you to bed, sick boy. Bobby's illness is still pretty bad, and it's just gonna have to kind of be that way for now. It's not an issue right now, but he does want to go to Easton's party, obviously. He doesn't want to miss his son's party. And I can actually see Easton's birthday on the calendar. I do not see one for Cookie. And let me see, when does she age up? 4 out of 5 days. And Easton is showing the same thing. So what I'm going to try to do, please let this work. Maybe tomorrow we can have a birthday party. And for birthday sim, I have to choose Bobby because he's really the only person in the current household. But no worries. We are going to invite Easton and Cookie and Tara. And of course, we have to invite... Oh, I can invite 15 sims. So, all right, let's do this. We have Tara. We're going to invite Mia and Michael. Maybe I come back and invite her because I think she's single still, and they have very good chemistry, very high compatibility. But for now, we need to make sure we get all the family members invited. Tomax. Okay, so I have 10 people on the guest list. We have Callie Perez and Cookie Graham. They have to be there. Tara Colette and Easton Colette. They have to be there. And then I invited Easton's siblings, Diana, who Bobby has bad compatibility with, which makes sense, and Benny, who we have never met. Tomax is going to come, and surprisingly, they have good compatibility, but I think we already saw that. And then we're going to invite Mia Afton and Michael Afton, and then Lucia. Yeah, so that's 10. We'll have the party start at 12 p.m., and unfortunately, it really can't be gold. And by gold, I mean having goals, and that's because we have Labor Day the same day. But everyone should show up since it's Labor Day. It's not like they have to work. All right, we're at baking level 6. That's great. Yep, down. You might remember that he has to throw birthday parties for his children with yummy cakes and treats. So his symptoms are improving, but he's still pretty sick. The party is tomorrow. I'm thinking that I can go ahead and bake 2 cakes. Yeah, we haven't gathered in a while. No thank you. I do want to have a club gathering. Basically let Bobby work at the bakery with Callie and see how that goes, actually following him, but I don't want to do that probably in this Let's Play because there's just a lot going on. We want to focus on the babies. Bobby has been slaving away in the kitchen, and he has made a chocolate cake for Cookie, a blue confetti cake for Easton, and then we have these fudge bars just because we're going to have 10 people and we're going to have 2 toddlers, and I think that makes sense. I think that that's why I need fudge bars. And I'm on the fence about getting drinks. I think people like the Aftons just like to observe and talk and gossip, and I think that they would want drinks. But this is a toddler's birthday party, so I think I'm just going to leave these 2 in here, and if they happen to get them, that's fine, and if not, that's also fine. I'm going to let him actually, I didn't realize we had a packed lunch in here still, so I'll let him have that, and yes, we can just clean this Guinness up. We can throw it away. But yeah, he has made this countertop pretty dirty, making all these nice treats. But he'll be on the mend around 2 a.m., so that's good. He'll definitely be in a decent spot for the event that we're having tomorrow. I'm interrupting Bobby practicing his pickup lines. His hormones prevailed, so he's in a flirty mood, and I decided to try to just go ahead and work on his charisma because he's sick and I don't want him to go out. But Tara ended up calling, and she said, we've been thinking about trying for a baby lately. Do you think we should do it? We want to, but we're not sure. It's a huge responsibility. What do you think? Honestly, I do not want to be involved in this. They already had a pretty full household. I just don't want it to get so full again that he can't send Easton back. But you know what? If it does get that full, maybe we do take full custody of Easton. Maybe that's just how it goes. I'm just going to let her know she should decide for herself. This is totally not his decision to make. Decide for myself, that's too hard. Well, that is your problem. The big day is here. He has this awful mustache again that we have to shave off because it's awful. But Bobby woke up wanting to flirt with Callie. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to let him try it because I just want him to get rejected. Kind of realize, this is not working. I feel like he's the only person who has not come to terms with the fact that Callie isn't interested. I certainly have, and it looks like Callie was the first one to conclude that. So I'm just gonna let him do his own thing. Yeah, let's start with shaving off that facial hair. Let's get that off. And of course, the day that I am trying to throw a children's birthday party, it's raining. It's just wonderful. So I guess we're going to be doing this indoors unless it stops soon. Have this music out here. Maybe I'll have to make a few changes so that things are a little bit more festive. Alright, so I tried my best to decorate this house for a child's birthday party, and I don't really have any pictures of the kids. I just realized that. So when they come, maybe I can get some pictures to put here and then he can keep it. But for now, we have this cute little setup when they walk in, and then the door has like these little lights, or these glow in the dark lights, you know. And then in the back, I'm really hoping the rain lets up. As you can probably see, I have this little setup out here. You know, Bobby spent like a lot of money. I think it was like around $2,000. And so hopefully the kids come and then it stops raining. That would be ideal. Maybe I will cheat that. I don't know yet. Of course, right before the party, I get Bobby is currently withdrawn and won't interact with other Sims, and they won't interact with him in this state. It's a good time to do solo activities. This is beginning to be an everything that can go wrong is going wrong situation. 6 hours. Great. Oh, Callie. Oh, why didn't it let me answer that? Callie was asking me to take the kids for a custody visit, and I was going to say yes, and then Mia called. Mia and her husband are so annoying. Of course, we have to invite them to the party, though. Okay, the party is about to start, and it has stopped raining, and I did not cheat it, so that is extra good. It makes me extra happy. Out here, we have the cake set up, and the sun's starting to come out. This is perfect timing. Alright, let's see who actually shows up for the party. Oh my gosh, Callie looks so good. Yeah, everyone can come and grab a brownie if you want. You guys want to sit around and read? That's why you came? Oh, we have Lucia. Actually, Lucia, you need to get out of there. Let's call her over. Let's get you out of the room. I'm gonna let's lock this for everyone but Bobby, because you guys have no business being here in our room. So I also have the babies, but they are outside. Real quick, I'm gonna see if maybe I can teleport him. I knew it. I knew that someone was gonna go into the refrigerator and grab a beer, except it's not the Aftons, it's actually Tara's teenage son. He really should not be doing that, but you know what? That is her son, and that is going to be her problem. Healthy boundaries. It's fall, and I guess we can turn on kids radio. The kids will probably like that. Let's keep it high. Yeah, you guys listen to that gibberish while I take pictures. Oh, Easton is not happy. If I can just get a couple of pictures of them. I hope the pictures don't turn black. That would suck. You know, that's been going on. Tomax is like, oh, hey, you have both kids on the ground. Yes, I do. And I did not want to spend this time doing this. They look so cute together. I wish that I could just use Ravisheen's picture thing. But you know what? I'm going to put Easton down here. I wish that when children were invited, they wouldn't just show up on the floor. Like, I feel like there has to be a better way for that to be handled. But Cookie's out here still, and she's knocked out. Let's see. She woke up. Let's pick her up. You're still outside. I know that that's got to be jarring to wake up to. That's it. Okay. We already have a bit of dancing out here. That's kind of fun to see. So it looks like taking a picture just isn't working, and I don't really know why, but Cookie is frustrating. Not frustrating, she's frustrated. I'm gonna go ahead and wake her up. Or wake. Oh, I'm getting all tongue twisted. I'm gonna wake Easton up, and then we're going to come out here blow out the candles. This party is progressing, so let's get it started. Okay, so I think that Callie and Michael are in here flirting. You guys better not be trying to woohoo, because you don't have a place to woohoo. You can't come to our room. Okay, so we have little Easton about to blow out the candles, or he has blown out the candles. I'm going to try to take a picture so we at least have one of him as an infant. Okay, so you can't see it perfectly, but I do have 2 pictures of Easton and Bobby, and, you know, this one's covered, but that's okay. You guys really need to come outside because we are watching the babies grow up. Easton aged up to a toddler. What a little cutie. Hi, Easton. Oh, I wonder what his trait is. Oh, you can do it, Easton. That's great. Maybe I can get a picture of this as well. How awesome. So Easton is now a toddler, and I don't really know his trait yet. Okay, that's okay. And of course I'm gonna have to change his outfit. I don't like that. I don't like what he's wearing too much. Let's go ahead and let's help little Cookie blow out her candles. Okay, and I'm getting this one of little Cookie. And it's just a little too bad that Callie is not going to be in this picture. But that's okay. Cookie looks a little bit more timid. Like, I think Easton was very excited. Oh, she's adorable. Oh. You know, she looks like she's kind of sad, and I think she's not used to all of this. I think Easton has a bigger family, and he's probably used to having a lot of attention on him, but I think Cookie has grown up with just her mother, and she has seen her father a few times, but she spends every day with Callie, and this is a little overwhelming for her. That's why she's not in the best of moods. Okay, I've made a few adjustments, but hopefully we can kind of see it here. We have the pictures of Bobby and Cookie and Easton. All of these pictures, super cute. And now it's time for everyone to dig in, but he's still recovering. So let's just call everyone to the meal. I see Callie and Mia over here kind of talking like, okay, this is an okay party. And Mia's like trying to get the tea. Like, what has it been like having this guy's baby? And he was so horrible during the pregnancy. So they are having that talk. Even though Mia was not very nice to Callie, I think Callie is just happy to see a familiar face. I mean, she's here with Easton's entire family. It's kind of awkward. And so she's probably happy that Mia's here to talk to. But she knows that Mia isn't necessarily a friend. Mia is her subordinate, and Mia gossips a lot. And so she already kind of knows not to give away too much information. Friendly banter with these two. And yeah, let's come over here. And he wants to flirt with Callie. Let's compliment her appearance. I know she's not going to really like that. If she does like it, then, you know what? That's like just another plot twist. Come on, flirt with her. Oh, she's so cute, her and Cookie. Bobby is in a better mood, and he's going to come over here and make a flirtatious joke. She's not even really listening. She's not even turning his way. Go on and shoot your shot. Oh, she laughed a little bit. I guess she can have a sense of humor. Yeah, he wants to be friends, which that is really what he should be trying to focus on. Please calm down. We don't need a death at the birthday party. Things are starting to wind down. He really does need to talk to Lucia, like thank her for coming. Can we do that? No. Let's make some small talk. Maybe try speaking Tartosiono. That's a big reason why things just kind of didn't work out with them. So maybe they can talk a little bit. She's probably overwhelmed because of everyone here speaks a different language and she's still not very fluent in Simlish. Let's ask her for some help. She says, well, you don't have to like it, but I do. I wonder what he said. So when he speaks to her in Tartosiano. So that's her own language, her native language. And so he is picking up on learning Tartosiano. Yeah, he's still at level 1, but every time he talks to her, things get a little bit better. Let's see if I can blow her a kiss and try to just like... I can't rekindle anything. It says he's socially withdrawn. I hate how unhappy she looks. Aww. She liked it. This is the primal animal-like urge in all of us. Some of us fight it, but I think we should just give ourselves up to it and act on it. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I've seen other people do this, and I think I need to do it. I'm actually going to roll the die to see what he would say. So we have 1 through 3. I'm rolling. I got 3. What are you talking about? These two are so funny to me because I think that they would actually make a really great couple, but there's that language barrier that just kind of gets in the way. All in all, we had a really successful birthday party to get the Colette family and the Perez household to come and celebrate. All of them celebrating at Bobby's house with no issues was a huge success. Bobby has made some progress in his aspiration and in terms of the Joy of Life challenge, but this was just a really important episode to kind of bridge everything together, to kind of tie up loose ends, because now it seems like Bobby has accepted that he and Callie probably won't get back together, and he's focusing more on creating a friendship with her. And he has kind of laid things to rest with Tara. So with both women, he's like, let's just be friends. With Tara, it's kind of bringing things down a notch. And then with Callie, it's kind of like, let's actually work towards that. And I think that's pretty cool. So this is the first major party for him in terms of his children. And he delivered. He had a blue confetti cake, a chocolate cake, and the fudge brownies. All good stuff. And so with the next time we play, we really need to keep the children at a good spot with their relationships, not only with Bobby, but with each other. Maybe we can have little play dates so that they can play together and get to know each other, because we want them to have a sibling bond. And then we will continue with Bobby hopefully getting another promotion. And then I'm really going to hit it hard that Bobby has to complete his aspiration. I've kind of been neglecting it, but that is a huge part of actually completing the challenge. So all in all, things are good, and I'm just going to end it here. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. So that's all for now. Goodbye.